I'm going to have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
G'day, mate. You have the manners of a goat. And you smell like a donkey.
Yeah, wait a minute now. I got something to say, too.
You're short on ears and long on mouth.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
What was the question again, sir?
Not these guys.
The numbers all go to 11.
What we've got here is failure to mutate.
That doesn't make sense.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
What UFC are they up to, like, these days? Like, what number is the next UFC that takes place?
I think it's like 260 something.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's a while. When was the first one? Do you know, like, the date
93.
or year? 93 was the first one.
So 93 was fucking UFC1. So that was the conception of it, man.
So it was so wild.
Bro.
Dude.
How crazy, eh?
It's crazy, dude. It's so interesting, though. And I don't know why I find it sometimes a lot more interesting than modern day UFC.
You know why, I believe? It's because that is like the closest you'll ever get to blood sport.
Yes, dude, 100%.
Because it's style against style, man. You got dudes coming in with fucking sneakers.
Yeah.
Like boxing shoes and one boxing glove on.
Yes, yeah, that's
because the dude's a boxer, and then fucking, it's so cool, man. That was the first time in history where you really, really got to see this style against that style for reals.
Yes. And it was an actual tournament.
A tournament, man, knockout.
Like, you gotta fight multiple times.
I think it was like 3 fights. If you get to the end, you would have had 3 fights.
Yeah, so the winners, or whoever was in the finals,
that was their third fight. Yeah. Crazy, so they're coming out banged up.
Yeah.
And
which is nuts.
Bro, I love how like there's no rounds.
Yeah, it's just endless. Dudes are just so withered down, man. And you're like, when is this ending?
It's just, well, when someone loses and then
you give up, mate.
No weight class. So you got like fucking sumos
and
fighting.
like literal sumos, not fat people, but sumo wrestlers.
Yeah, man. And then no rules.
Yeah. Well, I think wasn't there like one? I think there was like maybe biting or something.
When the first one, I think you weren't allowed to bite, but you're allowed a nut shot.
Yeah.
I think you're even allowed to poke him in the eyes.
Yeah.
But have you seen the one?
Grab
I think it's
hair
UFC 2 or 3. I think it might be 3. This Asian dude, he gets in this fucking compromised position, and the only part of the body open of his opponent is his nuts, and he just starts fucking, he gives him about 30 nut shots.
Oh, goodness.
You seen that one?
Nah, I don't think I've seen that fight.
But that first, the number one's crazy because, like, see how the ring is just like fucking zip tied together?
Yes.
Like they keep going through it?
Yes, it comes open at one point.
It comes open a few times, man, until they get a better ring. But
I think that even happens in number 3 as well.
Yeah, man. It happens for a while.
When Gracie's fighting that dude with the hair. You know,
that's
when he's
right.
just ripping his hair?
Chemo.
Yeah, they come out the ring at one point and they have to like fucking stop him.
Yep. And when they zoom in, you see that it's is cable ties.
Yeah.
So they've got the foam wrapped around like the metal bits, I guess, and then they've zip tied the foam on there, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then the fucking awesomest thing, I reckon, like what cracks me up, is the 3 random sort of commentators they got. They got like an Olympian, and I don't even know what the 2 other are.
No,
but
sure.
Their commentary is like,
I'm not sure if the girl was a fighter of some sort.
Okay.
Because she seems to be the only person who knows little bits about fighting.
Like some moves.
Yeah. And they ask her questions about having to fight twice in a night.
Oh, okay.
And she's like maybe she's like a taekwondo fucking...
Yeah, or a boxer or something.
Yeah, or something. I'm not too sure.
But you listen to their fucking commentary, and it's like, apart from her, but even her at points, it's like they actually don't know what they're watching.
Yeah, no one's got any idea.
It's like they've never seen this before, like this style versus this style. And it's so unorthodox that they don't. The commentary's it's funny because they don't.
It's hilarious.
But they're even saying to each other how like they don't really know what they're commentating.
Yeah.
Because they've never commentated this before, and this is like a new thing.
And they're all surprised. They're like, man, we thought fights would go way longer than this.
Yeah.
They're all just done so quick.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
these are actual fights.
You ever been to a pub, man?
First guy that punched someone, I think, broke his hand.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, like.
And then he's the dude who had to come out. He fought again with the broken hand.
His hand's so swollen. It's the biggest thing. So he comes out with Hellboy's hand.
Yeah,
in
man.
the next round.
Because he's the dude who has to fight the sumo.
Yes, that's where he breaks his head.
That's right, on his head, eh?
And I think he even cuts his foot.
On his tooth.
Yeah, knocking his tooth out.
See his tooth go flying out, and it lands over in the commentators.
Yeah.
Because they're like, whoa, his tooth,
Holy
man.
shit,
Nearly
man.
got hit by his tooth. Because that's crazy, eh? Like the big sumo comes out chewing. He's got something in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's chewing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's food or chewy. And then he just walks at him. The dude just fucking like pieces him up.
Yeah.
And then he falls down. And because he's so big, he's really struggling to get back up.
Yeah, he can't even get his hands up.
And then the dude just runs up and soccer kicks him in the face,
Yeah.
man.
And then punches him.
And then punches him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I think the soccer kick, you could have
Probably
called it
did it.
there.
Yeah, you probably would have saved your hand.
You probably could have called it.
But then at the same time, he's like, I got no idea what's going on here. And look
Yeah, the
how,
ref is like...
and look how
also-
big this fucking dude
yeah,
is,
like,
man.
fuck if he gets up, man.
I'm hitting you again, bro.
yeah, mate, you fucking stand right
Yeah,
there,
hey, don't get up. Yeah, because there's a few. There's one other one that's real brutal. Who is it? It's the like the fat white dude, like the sort of that. He's just like a monster. He loses to the guy.
Oh, Tank Abbott.
Is
Is it Tank Abbott?
Might be
Has
him.
he got a tooth missing? And he's got
Maybe.
like the beard?
but he
Shaved head?
no, he didn't have
No,
a shaved
okay.
head. But he was coming out of retirement. Or something
Okay.
like that. But I think he loses to the same guy, the guy who kicks the sumo in the head.
Okay.
He loses, but the fight that he wins just before that, he wins by just absolutely stomping on the guy's head.
Okay.
Like he's got the dude down a little bit, and he's just punching him like in the top of the head, and the dude eventually goes down, and then he just like stomps.
Is that
twice
not where he fucked
on
his hand
fucking
up?
head.
No.
Nah,
No.
because this is the other. That's that other fight.
All right.
It's he's just like this sort of like chubby fucking white dude.
Yeah.
From New York, I think he was, or something.
Yeah.
But he just jumps on this dude's head pretty much, like, and you're like,
Yeah, I probably
"Fuck,
should have
man,
watched
this
this.
is
It's been a
wild."
lot of years
But
since
you
I've
can
seen
hear the commentators. They're like, whoa, they're like, but perfectly legal apparently. They're like, well, that's the rules here, man. You do whatever. And then like drops fucking like elbows onto his head, man. And it's like shit. Because again, the referee's like, is this over? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
how you doing, man? You good? You got more? Just blood everywhere.
You know what a piece of shit the dude who fucking the dude who beat the sumo with the broken hand.
Yep.
Later on in life, he did some tournament in China or Japan, one of them.
Yeah.
And it was like a proper it evolved by then, but it was still like it was almost Pride. You know what Pride is?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like because Pride didn't start till '97.
Okay.
So it was like a Pride type thing, but he fucking eye gouges this little Asian dude to the point where the guy is permanently blind.
Oh.
Like he takes the dude's vision
Shit.
and still loses. The Asian dude still beats him.
Well, he didn't get disqualified
No,
for doing a Kill Bill.
no, didn't get disqualified. He's got him up against the ropes, man. He's got him in a headlock, and then you just see his fingers go in, and
what
he
a
jams
dog.
his finger right into
What a
his fucking
scumbag,
eye
eh?
socket, man.
Piece of shit.
And there's videos of the dude who did it, this white dude,
Yeah.
fucking years.
That's the same guy who broke his hand. In
Yep.
the first.
Videos of this cunt. And anyway, the dude who gets eye gouged, but still wins.
Oh, okay.
And still goes on to the final and wins.
Whoa.
Because that was another tournament type.
Nice.
So he had to fight in his next fight, completely blind in one eye, still blind to this day.
Fuck.
Wins the fucking whole thing. Crazy.
Yeah.
And then years later, the cunt who did it, right, the eye gouger,
Yeah.
fucking, he's got this video out. He's like some fucking sensei of some fucking school, martial arts school.
Yeah.
And he defends it. He's proud of it.
What?
I think it ruined him. The video this dude put out, it got so much hate. The dude got so much hate for it.
Yeah.
Because I think people had
Sick.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
And he reminded him like an idiot.
Yeah, dumb
but
fuck.
also said he had no remorse. He'd do it again. Fucking, he'd do anything to win a fight.
Well, what a piece of shit.
And then everyone hates the dude now.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I can't remember his name. No, I'm not even going to try. Cause
Yeah,
I
fuck
wrong.
it. Who
But
gives a
fucking, scum, eh?
Yeah, scum. Big time scum,
Scum,
man.
man.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit
You'd
right
think
there.
like being that long in the game, you would have some type of like respect for another fighter.
Yeah, usually
Like you're
dudes
not
who
going to
fight
take their
like that-
vision.
Yeah, that's fucking. Well, usually people that are like, and ones that get to be the best are like really humble.
Yeah, man.
You know, just do the fucking handshake at the start or whatever. Dudes heaps of time hug at the fucking end. You know,
Dude, and you notice like them same dudes are the dudes like they got to fucking like all the PR for us. Oh, these dudes hate each other. He said something about him, and then at the end of the fight, they hug and shake hands. You're like, all that was promotion.
Yeah.
Like they don't hate each other at all. They actually respect each other, and they're just trying to put asses in seats and sell pay-per-view, man. Which is fair enough.
Which is fair enough.
Fair
That's
enough.
how the
It
game
does hypes it, man.
It's what it is, I guess. It's what the
there's
game
a whole
is.
big hype element.
Yeah.
But fucking man.
But it does make a fight better sometimes,
Yeah.
if they do it right.
Even if you know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I still get into it.
Yeah.
No, I know it's bullshit.
yeah, fuck yeah.
They're like, they don't fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
But fucking, man, the UFC, that first for UFC, I reckon another cool thing about it is that's when the world really got to see and learn the value of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, yeah.
Because Royce Gracie wins the first 3 UFCs.
Yeah.
He wins 1, 2, and 3.
And, pretty much flawlessly.
Flawlessly, man. And he's not a big dude.
Nah. Oh,
he's tall,
6'1",
skinny.
Yeah.
He's not. I mean, like he's not jacked.
He's
not built, dude.
And
He's slim, athletic.
He wrestles with some built dudes.
Some big motherfuckers, man.
He takes down some big motherfuckers. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only guy who looks like he does pose a bit of a challenge, just because he still goes through him pretty much with ease, but is that guy from UFC 3 with the hair.
Oh yeah.
Just because he's such a big dude.
Yeah.
He seems like.
Yeah, he does.
It's like that's the only guy who actually puts up some resistance.
Yeah, it gives him a handful, and also I think an element of that too is because that was the second fight of the night. That was his second fight. So Royce Gracie had already fought once, and that was his second fight. Yeah. So chemo was his second fight.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, man. At that point, and the prize for winning was 50 grand back then.
Yeah, that's wild.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Put your whole body on the line.
Yeah, no shit.
That's
blood sport.
That's a fucking way to earn a living, eh? It's
yeah.
Couldn't pick much of a harder way.
That'll take me half a year.
I don't know what's harder, that or the dump at Lagos, man. You know what I mean? It's fucking hard way.
That'll pay for medical bills.
Brutal, man. And you're not guaranteed anything.
Nah.
But fucking to that chemo fight, I think that was UFC 4 maybe, because he was on track to win again, Royce Gracie, but because of that chemo fight, I don't know if you remember, when it's Royce Gracie's last fight, he comes out and then he has to sort of call it. He's too fatigued and he doesn't even fight and he loses by default. Yeah.
All right.
Because that chemo fight took so much out of him.
Yeah,
because I think even his first fight was a tough fight, and then the chemo fight was fucking, you seen it was pretty fucking energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but the funny thing is that Royce Gracie was such a beast.
That fight might have gone different if that chemo you said his name was?
Yeah, didn't have the hair.
Didn't have hair, yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
Shave your shit, son.
Yeah, well, fuck, dude. You're fighting a grappler. Fucking,
Yeah.
But the chemo fight, man, fucking, I thought was funny is that, it just proves what a force that Royce Gracie was, is, after that.
An absolute anaconda, right? That whole family, that's just a family
just wraps
of
them
fucking
up,
anacondas,
man.
dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they fuck you up.
What's his dad's name? Oh, I always forget
The second they touch him, man,
yeah,
it's just you don't, you got no fucking chance, bro. These dudes touch you and you are fucked up.
And also, I think it was, that extremely effective then as well, is because, you're fighting people who have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
So they don't...
And who stick to one style, just a karate guy.
And they don't understand, that every little move they're doing to try and get out of this position is actually, exposing him to more locks and grabs.
The way, and jiu-jitsu's like that, but it's mainly the way, the Gracies do it, too, when you watch them. It reminds me of the way an insect traps its fucking prey, dude. It's so insane.
Efficient.
Dude, and, because, like you said, they'll just hold him there while the other fucking creature just absolute squirms and uses all of its energy while they just sit there and wait for you to have no energy and then choke you out, just like an insect would with its prey. And the speed and power they can move with sometimes, it's when you see a spider jump after a little fucking thing, and it's you almost don't see it. You need to watch it in slow motion to see that thing make a move.
Yes,
it's like that. It just wraps you up and then it's held there. The prey freaks out, moves, uses all of its energy, and then the Gracie's just fucking choke you out. Or you tap, Yeah,
that's right.
But
man.
even if you tap, they usually hold it for an extra 10 fucking
man.
seconds. That's the only thing, but it's always let go.
Because I can't remember what UFC, it might have been 2, where he fights Ken Shamrock, and he does give him a bit of a challenge, and then Hoist Gracie's on his back choking him out, and Ken Shamrock taps, but the ref kind of doesn't really see it, and he comes up to break the fight up, and then he's like back on him, he's like, you tap, man. You tap, bro. Yeah. And he's like, all right.
Yeah, that is the first one.
A tap.
Because he's got him, like you said, around the neck, and he taps, but apparently the ref didn't see it. And so Hoist lets go, exactly like you said, and then the ref's like, what's going on? And he's like, you tapped. And then he gets back on him, and then he's screaming in his ear, like you said, he's like, you tapped.
You fucking tapped, dude.
But then after the match...
See how intense he is?
Yeah, that Ken Shamrock, he's talking, and then he's like, man, I tapped, but the ref didn't see it. He's like, and then he was going to let it go. He's like, but I did tap, man. He's like, I couldn't say that I didn't tap. He's like, I thought that'd be unfair. And it seemed like you were a bit intimidated. But yeah, there were a few moments like that where the ref doesn't even know, where the commentators, they're like, did they tap? They're like, I didn't see fucking anything.
Yeah.
But that he holds his taps. He holds it anyway.
Yeah, he makes sure.
He's like, do you want to tap again?
At least the cunt he's choking knows.
Yeah. Do you want to...
Everyone else might have missed it.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker
I didn't
knows.
hear it.
But that shows what I was saying with the chemo fight is like, he was such a fucking force, like Hoist Gracie, and that after that chemo fight, when Hoist Gracie comes out and has to declare that he can't fight his last fight and loses by default, Chemo comes running back out with a little Asian dude, like celebrating, like, yes, he can't fight because of,
yeah,
like even though he lost, he's still so proud that Hoist Gracie can't. It's like, you still lost to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, all right, he's tired now.
Yeah, he's tired.
But that doesn't mean shit. You lost.
Dude needs a Gatorade and a Snickers. Like I said, dude.
And another side note, the little dude that comes running out with him is in jail for fucking as a rapist now.
Oh, cool. Cool dude then.
Yeah, cool
really
dude.
Good. Yeah, cool dude.
He had a few. I think he's the dude who got the nut shots, like the 30 nut shots. Or he did the 30 nut shots. He was involved with the nut shots.
He either received or dealt 30 nut shots.
That's crazy. Up until this point, I always thought Pride was first.
Okay, yeah.
And then I thought UFC come later. I thought Pride was like maybe in the late 80s, but it didn't start until 97, and UFC was 93. So
yeah. Few years ahead.
Because Pride was, you remember Pride, man? That's when you can like proper head stomp, soccer kick him in the head on the floor.
I remember people getting elbowed in like the top of the head.
Yeah, man.
Like just the fucking, you're like, man, that's fucking ruthless, dude.
Yeah.
Like, just ruthless, man.
The soccer kicks in the face are fucking, and the head stomps, man, it's crazy.
Soccer kicks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking, but yeah, fucking, I guess that, fucking UFC, man, crazy, eh?
Yeah, it was pretty
crazy. To see
crazy.
where it's how it's fucking evolved.
What it's evolved into. Yeah.
What would you rather? I'd rather it stay like that.
Yeah, same. I'd rather it stay like that too.
Because I think what happened is, we've touched on this before.
Yeah.
Everyone in it evolved to the point, and they're all learning the same shit now. Like, now you have mixed martial arts gyms.
Yeah, it's
not just like
it's just
specialized gyms.
Fighting.
Now it's a style.
Yeah.
Like that's its total style of its own. And then it got to the point, I think, where they just cancel each other out a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's not really style against style anymore. You still get like the grappler against the striker.
Yeah, this guy's more of a wrestler.
But but fundamentally, they know the moves.
You don't get a taekwondo guy versus a fucking...
Yeah, you're not getting a dude that doesn't know what the fuck jiu-jitsu is.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to
coming in getting pretzeled.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. Absolutely folded like a transformer.
It's like, no idea, man. Have you seen the one where the dude comes out with the shoes and the one boxing glove? And
I think that's in the first one.
And the dude just takes him down and smashes him.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's fighting Gracie in the first one. And you're fighting a grappler with a fucking boxing glove on, dude.
Mate, you need
even if you know how to grapple, that's some dumb shit, bro. You lost. You done. You lost.
But at the time,
this fucking
that was
thing,
probably
man.
like a smart move. Like, I'll keep one hand free, like I can fucking
grab some
and
shit.
then I've got my fucking hook hand, like my good boxing hand.
No, I don't break my fucking my
you know,
power
like
hand.
I'll box him because he even stands in the boxing stance. He stands like side on in the boxing stance to him.
Yeah,
and then he just
because that's when Gracie starts off with the low kicks. I think just
that's
to lower the guy's hands completely, and then fucking just goes in
Just
and
lures
wraps
him
up.
into his
Yeah.
trap. He's like a Venus fucking flytrap, hey?
Dude, what's cool is like there's heaps of videos on YouTube of like really old Gracie videos,
Yeah.
like almost like black and white sort of ones.
Of his dad,
not black and
Matt?
white. Yeah, like and even then when they're younger, of just like, but mainly his dad.
Julio
and those.
or something?
Yes,
Gracie?
yeah, I think that is the dad. I think you're right. Maybe. Duh, fucking who knows?
It is in
man.
Adelaide.
There's fucking so many of them too, but like where it'd be like a whole karate school or something comes to like challenge him. And fuck, man, they get fucked up every single time. Like they can't do anything. Like they're like, we're gonna schedule matches for like 10 minutes. We're gonna have 10-minute matches, and then every match put together just goes for 10 minutes, like put together, because they just take them out. The karate guys are like, we'll fight on the tiles because we're not gonna hit the floor at all. And then within 2 seconds of every single match, the second they get close to them, they just don't know what to do. They can't. What are you going to run away? Like, what are you going to like? The second they hold you, you're done. So there's nothing that could be done at all. And they just tear through like schools just with ease, because people will come and challenge them and be like, "Nah, you're martial arts. It's some Ip Man. It's literal Ip Man shit." It's like different schools come and be like, "Your fucking martial arts ain't shit." And these dudes just fucking choking people out and just leaving
Breaking arms,
leaving schools on the floor,
popping knees.
just like struggling to breathe. And you're like,
I think
"Fuck, that's cool."
it's crazy too, because it's not even like, it's not a super exciting style to watch.
Yeah.
It's not unless it's like back in that old
Well,
setting
because
where
I was
they're
gonna say
fighting.
those ones are they are like
They're cool as fuck, man. But I mean, like,
that's when it's like an insect trapping its prey. It's because the prey
Yeah.
has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
These guys just latch onto them.
Yeah.
And because like heaps of them will move onto their back because they don't want to get punched in the head.
Yeah.
So they'll roll around and then they're fucked even more.
Yeah.
And it's like you said before, they're just expending all their energy, but they're trapped in a spider's web.
Yeah.
So they're going nowhere.
You're just getting
Spider
tighter and
waits for
tighter
him
and
to have-
tighter.
The spider just waits for him to have no energy.
Yeah.
And just
then
fucking goes in for the
anacondas
kill.
them.
Yeah. Just fucking, yeah. Shit. Venomless. Doesn't even need it.
So I reckon, like, now, obviously, like, if you look at mixed martial arts, like, jiu-jitsu is such an integral part.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, you can't even call yourself a mixed martial artist if you don't
yeah.
have some form of jiu-jitsu in
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. It's so integral.
It is.
And I reckon it's one of the most I think it would be one of the most practical in real life setting too.
Yes, definitely.
I think Muay Thai and that paired together, and you're a machine, man.
You are a machine, yeah. But I even think if you're going to learn something for self-defense, like women as well, I think even for kids, man, I think the thing to teach them is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, man.
It is the most useful thing fucking
Because
imaginable.
Most fights I've ever seen or been in, like, I would say 90% of them end off on the floor.
I'd say even a higher percent. I'd say 95.
Yeah,
They always end up
yeah,
on the floor,
if you don't like knock the dude out or you don't get knocked out straight away, generally you
Yeah.
both fall on the ground wrestling.
Yeah, 100%.
And Josh,
Unless you both got gloves on and are in a ring, you're
it
not on the floor.
generally is on the floor, man.
Yeah.
And if you're good at fucking turning cunts into pretzels on the
Yeah,
floor,
yeah.
man, then you reign supreme,
Yeah, you
bro.
can just become a pretzel machine, dude.
Yeah.
I'm folding motherfuckers today.
I'm taking your arm home.
Yeah,
with
I'm
me,
turning
man.
you into my laundry, dude. Get folded, son.
Your arm's going up your asshole.
Yeah.
But fucking hell, so I guess that's a good little segue to what are your thoughts on so it started off with that, then we had Pride.
Oh, dude, started off so brutal.
You know, man, like, and just such a high caliber. And then there's still a high caliber in certain professions.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But then you've got the segue. What's your thoughts on all this YouTube? And
I like the YouTubers.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Boxing.
like the Jake Pauls,
Like
and
the
fucking,
polls.
like the Pauls, man.
Do you even know how that started?
No. Give me a fucking run through.
So I remember it was a couple of years ago. I don't know how. I'm an old dude, so I should not know. But it's with
This guy is a liar and loves the Pauls.
Well, it didn't start with them.
Okay.
So it started.
Did it start with just two YouTubers? Or
Yes.
something? Okay, I think I might know where. it
UK.
started. Okay. Yeah.
That KSI dude.
Yeah, okay,
And this
I
other
remember
dude
this.
called Joe Weller.
Okay. I remember KSI and one of the Pauls having a
That
thing.
was second.
Okay,
That was
alright.
later on.
Yeah.
So it all originated with this fucking. And it was all this, and he doesn't get enough props for it, like, is seeing how big it's got. But
Yeah.
this Joe Weller dude,
And he's a YouTuber?
He's a YouTuber at UK. And
this just started off as a YouTube beef.
Yeah, so with KSI, he started calling out KSI.
To fight him or just
to
calling
fight
out-
him?
okay,
He's like,
yeah, okay.
because this Joe Weller regarded himself as a pretty good boxer, so
Okay,
he must have
all
been
right.
doing boxing for a few years, and he's like not professional,
Is he
but
big dude, built dude, fit dude?
fit dude.
All right.
Fit.
Looks like he could maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he
All
could
right,
maybe.
yeah. Looks
So
like he could maybe. I
So
like
he's
that.
he
like that.
started this whole thing with KSI. And to be honest, I don't know if it was all legitimate, like
Yeah, or just for numbers.
if it's just
sorta.
business or
Let's just
whatever,
boost
if
our
they're really
YouTube.
just friends,
Yeah.
which could well be. But then so what happened was, so he called out this KSI, and then it turned into this YouTube boxing thing. They got a few other people on the card
Yeah.
and that, but what happened is Joe Weller failed miserably. He barely even threw a punch. He just froze.
Yeah.
Like the event got to him.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just folded under the
lights.
pressure, man, under the lights.
Under the lights.
And KFC seems like he's a dude who does well in pressure. And he won. And then at the end of the fight,
KSI won.
Yep,
Yes,
KSI won. And then when they're doing the after fight ring interview, they ask him, fucking, did you enjoy it? He's like, yeah, I had fun, and I'm looking to do it again. He goes, I'm looking to defend my title, because there was like even though this was the first YouTube boxing event ever, there was a title on the line.
So stupid.
Right, so he's like, now I'm the champ of
I'm the best
I'm the champ of
YouTube
YouTube.
boxer.
Yeah, he goes, so they're like, are you looking to fight again? And he goes, yeah, I'll fight again. I'll fight. He goes, I'll fight anyone. They're like, name some names. Who would you think? He names some names, and he goes, and any other Pauls, he goes, I'll fight. Fucking, he said their dad's name, something Paul, and then he goes, I'll fight Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls. And then that's how it all started,
All right.
man.
Fucking
and
hell.
now here we are.
Yeah, he deserves some credit.
So he does deserve some credit for that, but also he deserves the hate for spawning this fucking circus of a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about?
It's just crazy that it got so big.
Yeah.
That's what's wild. Like, I never knew. I knew they had a lot of fans, but I thought their fans were like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of 12-year-olds in the world, and like,
is it all the 12-year-olds doing those paper fucking views? What's going on?
there's a lot. I think like they have a lot of young 20-year-old fans
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, you could almost be a Pauler
Oh shit.
just because you're born in '96, man.
Hey.
Hey,
Yo.
don't tell
How
me.
old are they?
26 or something.
Around my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking, I just don't I guess they got so big because they all have such big, unique followings of their own.
Yeah. So I guess.
So
everyone's-
KSI's come with his few
fans,
million,
yeah, came
Logan's have
together.
come with their million, their few million, and then it's just fucking amalgamated into this
Yeah.
huge thing.
And they're good at like just ramping up what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're
Yeah.
fucking social media
Yeah.
moguls.
Especially
so they know how to hype shit and
That,
sell shit.
like that Jake one. He's happy to be a fucking like a villain.
bad guy, yeah.
And like he gets so much attention for it. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty smart, really.
Yeah, well, because of all this, I watched an interview with him.
Okay.
And he was saying, and like, because people were defending him.
Was he like a full dick in the interview?
No, he wasn't.
No, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Because I always wonder if it's just a total facade.
Well, what they were saying is they were trying to say to him, hey, Jake, man, like, you're not like this in real life.
Don't tell me.
Like, you are a little bit, but not to this extreme. Like,
I mean, you're a bit of a dick.
Yeah, and they're like, and he's like, he goes, well, fucking no one's interested when I was Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
He goes, now that people hate me, I'm
rich,
so
baby.
many more people tune in.
I'm rich, bitch.
People all tune in to see me lose, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, I'm cool.
Just to see me knock someone's hat off their fucking head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are just are tuning in, just praying that someone's going to knock you out, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so he's like, it's my business model now.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy.
Makes money.
The problem child.
That's
or
why he's
whatever he
doing
calls
it, to
himself.
make money.
Yeah.
It's not to be the best boxer.
But the funny thing is, man, it's like, that's one thing I don't understand about it is these guys are like multi-millionaires already.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's more, maybe not even just.
I think it's an ego thing.
That's what I was about to say. I think it's more so of a fame and attention thing.
That's
it's
what I
more of a
think.
spotlight.
Because it's not money.
No.
It can't be money.
No. I mean, I'm sure they blow money.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Those kids could fucking blow some money on some Lambos.
But I'm sure they could not earn another dollar for the rest of their life
Yeah.
and still have money in the bank.
Agreed.
It's just crazy.
I
isn't
think
it?
it's a spotlight sort of fucking thing.
Yeah, it's an ego fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
So
And not even at boxing, I'm just the best at being known.
you know what's crazy, man, is now that he's had the two.
Because how you be known and do nothing? You know what I mean?
I don't get it.
Like people are like, what do they do?
They smash stuff.
You know, like it's like so it's just for being known. It's just for being famous, sort of. It's not for being famous for any certain thing or accomplishing anything. Really, it could be for anything. If it wasn't boxing, it could be anything. You know?
Have you noticed?
If it wasn't boxing, he'd be fucking. I'm the best fucking artist in the world, cunt. I'm the best skateboarder.
Yeah,
but whatever the thing is.
Exactly what you're saying is like. Have you noticed since social media?
Yeah.
Before social media, fame was a byproduct of some type of talent.
Right? Yeah.
So you had to be talented first in something, and then possibly maybe
That's how it worked.
you could get famous from being super talented at that
Yeah,
thing.
you got famous because you were talented.
But now, since social media and everything, it's the opposite. You become famous first, and then maybe you might be talented
it's
at
just
some
a
shit.
personality sort of thing.
It's crazy. It's weird. It's like Kim Kardashian and shit. Like, she's literally famous for nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
That
she
probably
doesn't-
started with like.
She doesn't sing.
I even remember before them, like Paris Hilton.
Yes, man. Yeah.
And whoever her friend was. I remember my sister watching
That Richie.
I remember my sister watching their friend. Their
Because I like the Richie chick.
Their
It's
show.
like-
Well, you know when they were like.
Yeah,
they
that's
went
hot.
And hung out with
That's
fucking
hot.
like regular people.
Because that's actually when I had my car smashed.
And
That's
they
what
were
I
like-
used to watch in hospital.
Yeah. And they're like, "What's Walmart?"
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what that is.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Where it's
God.
like, you're like, what do these people do?
Yeah. Oh.
Why are you famous?
Oh. And they're just famous. Like, they had the platform initially because of their lineage.
Yeah. But that's the thing, you didn't do anything.
Nah,
you know,
it's
like
their parents did.
Why do I know? It's like, why do I know these people?
It's like you're famous because of
You're famous for being famous.
because you have some talented people in your family. That's how them two got famous.
Yeah,
Because
famous for being famous.
Because that white chick, Richie, her she's adopted by Lionel Richie.
Okay.
Yeah, the black dude.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I think I remember that now.
Yeah. And then Paris Hilton's, her family's famous for something.
Do they own like this? Could be wrong. The Hilton hotels.
I think that's it.
I think
that's it, bro.
That's what I always thought it was.
Yeah, I
but
think
don't
it
know.
is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. That's what they're. So her lineage is that. So like you've already
And
got
she
all
was
this
probably just
money.
like, the crazy daughter of a fucking hotel owner.
Yeah.
you know,
So
like-
that's it.
And that's why.
And
you
that
got
blew you
famous.
up.
Yeah.
To fucking. I love all the South Park shit that they used
Dude,
to.
they
fucking,
do some great shit.
Oh, they were brutal with
Yeah.
them, man.
With everyone, no one got a free pass.
Fitting a
though. It
whole
was
gay
awesome.
dude in her pussy. Paris Hilton's fucking pussy.
It's accurate, man. It's accurate.
So
We depicted life in these episodes.
have you watched any of like the latest? Like, have you watched Jake Paul fight? Have you watched any of Jake Paul's fights?
I'm not sure about Jake Paul. I'm not sure if I've seen any of his fights. His was the most recent one, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's had the two most recent ones.
Yeah.
And then his brother Logan is the one who fought fucking Mayweather.
Yeah. I think I've seen.
And lasted longer than McGregor did.
I think I've seen a Logan fight. I don't actually think it was the McGregor one. What one was before that? Who did he fight before that?
I mean, well, Logan's only fought KSI twice. Once or twice. And Mayweather. So he went from KSI.
Oh, maybe the Mayweather's the one I watched.
He went from KSI
Yeah.
YouTuber to fucking 50-0 best welterweight boxer. I think he's welterweight. Floyd Mayweather, undefeated,
Yeah.
to fighting him in an exhibition match.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's just I don't believe in it, man. I think it's so fake. It's
Yeah, that's
WWE
That's
to
some
me.
Disney Channel shit.
Yeah, it's
dude. That's
WWE
yeah.
bullshit,
Yeah,
man.
that's WWE for sure.
And
bro.
like these UFC dudes, like Ben Askren. So
Yeah.
he's
Oh yeah, he didn't. Who fought him?
Jake.
Okay, I saw that one.
So
I saw
that was
one.
his prior fight.
Yeah.
And then his last fight was Tyrone Woodley, who he just beat as well by decision.
Yep. I remember. Yeah. Okay. I didn't watch that fight. I watched just the end, that highlight.
But the funny thing is, Jake's Paul first fight was against KSI's little brother.
Okay.
And his name's Denji. Deji, Deji. I don't know how you say it.
Lil KSI.
But this cunt is the biggest fucking he's the softest cunt ever.
the biggest soft cunt is what you're gonna.
He's so soft, man. This
You're
dude,
the biggest soft motherfucker.
he's not like he's just soft, man. He's one of them dudes who's just like fucking
Just
soft,
fucking
capital
soft.
S, sucking in all the air.
Yeah.
Soft.
Piss hitting the trough.
Oh, sounds feminine to me.
Yeah.
And he, to this day, is the only one that has given Jake Paul a blood.
What?
Yep. So Jake Paul got a blood nose in this one. From the softest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, softest motherfucker.
Then he goes and fights a basketballer, which just
motherfucker.
runs straight at him into a hook.
Yeah.
Gets knocked out. So he knocked out Robinson. I don't know his first name. He's a basketballer.
Yeah,
Don't know
yeah.
much about basketball. I wear Jordan shit. That's all I know. And then his fight after that was Ben Askren, who he knocked out in the first round.
Who was he was in terrible shape though.
He was in terrible shape, but he's an Olympic fucking wrestler who has taken punches from legitimate killers in the UFC, man. Robbie Lawler and shit.
Yeah, I don't mean he's out of shape as if to give the other dude more credit. I just mean he didn't even get in shape. He didn't even try for it. It didn't look like he jogged around the block once to come to that fight.
But that's been his physique his entire career.
Okay.
And that's sort of like
He's always looked like fucking milk.
Yeah, and he's always ripped on himself for that and been ripped on and criticised for that.
Yeah.
And now it's just part of his shtick.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm an uncoordinated. When I do it, everything I do looks wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm just really strong, man.
Yeah,
And
nice.
And he is.
Yep.
And I can't take that away. But I mean, like, this dude has been king hit by cunts who proper put people to sleep.
Yeah.
And he's eaten the punches, got back up and kept fighting, man. And like what he got hit with, it looked like he jumped to me. It looked like he did a movie action scene and it looked like he even jumped the wrong way to what he got hit.
Fucking hell.
I think
Back into the left.
that's what he put all his training camp into.
Was just practicing
Taking this dive,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Because apparently, but the craziest thing about it all is like he's been an Olympic wrestler, accomplished wrestler, gold medalist wrestler, made it in fucking UFC, and that boxing fight he had with Jake Paul was his biggest payday.
Yeah.
His biggest money he's ever made for one fight ever. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that is insane.
Same with T. Woodley. Tyrone Woodley has been defended. He was a welterweight, I think their weight is. Welterweight fucking champion. Defended it 5 times. He's in the Hall of Fame. And still that Jake Paul was the biggest payday he's ever had.
Yeah, that's wild. All that's going to do is bring more people to doing that type of shit.
Yeah, man. Now it is. It's totally.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva's got a fight coming up in the box. He's fighting Tito. Belfort's fighting Holyfield. Fucking, it's turned into a total circus. It's like fighting is like almost becoming a meme now.
Yeah, yeah.
You got this subgenre of fake exhibition fights where it's like people are tuning in, pay, and then bidding millions of dollars for WWE. Basically, WWE has infiltrated the fight game.
And it doesn't even make it interesting, or Hollywood has.
Yeah.
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 Really fucking infiltrated it. But it's so annoying when the fights aren't even interesting, but then like all the commentators or whoever is like surrounded these fake fights, like just hype it up as if they're fucking like insane. You know, they get like, who were the commentators on the last ones? They had like Snoop Dogg and all these fucking people that like, I don't know why they're commentating fighting.
But even one,
like,
what was it? It was the Ben Askren, Jake Paul, Stylebender was a commentator.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I was just like, why are you giving it the validity though, man?
Yeah.
You know, but I guess because there was a UFC, like, you know, old mate come from the UFC, so, you know, it kind of makes sense they would have. But, you know, that was fucking, it was more him just smoking weed with Snoop, really.
Yeah.
You
So
could
it's
tell
just
he
an
wasn't
event.
taking it serious at all.
Yeah. He's probably just like, I get to meet Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, and I'm getting paid pretty good.
I'm in.
And this is like social networking for me too.
Yeah.
Like this just brings more eyeballs to me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm getting all Jake Paul's fanboys looking at Stylebender. Oh, I wonder who he is. Look him up.
He's judging.
That's just more stock. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
it? Really? It's
Really?
what it is.
Yeah,
it's a
legit.
commodity. People are a commodity now, eh? Being
Yeah.
like with social media.
Yes, true.
Like people are the product.
Yeah, people turn themselves into brands. Yeah,
Crazy, man.
brand themselves as like, well, like Jake fucking Paul, perfect example. You know, he's an actual bad guy. No one knows what the dude's actually fucking like.
And then you got people that have never met him, don't know like what they are like in real life, and will die on the sword for him.
Yeah,
That's insane to me.
yeah,
Like, you don't have that loyalty for people, your own family, or like good friends that have actually been there for you. You don't even have that level of loyalty.
yeah. But you argue Jake Paul to the
You
fucking...
argue for that
guy
cunt to the death, man. It's insane.
Fuck you guys,
What a
man.
phenomenon, man.
Jake Paul fucking kicks ass, man. Okay. But when I think about, just flick back to the UFC1 real quick, man. You think of that sort of thing. We've talked about it before. How do you think a dude like Bruce Lee does in something like that?
In what? In the UFC 1?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. So I don't think he would do good today, but in something like that, I think he would have done sick.
Yeah.
I think he would have done pretty good.
Yeah, I reckon it would have been fucking interesting as shit.
I think he would have done...
Yeah.
He would have done all right.
I don't think he could fuck with Gracie.
Probably
I just think when Gracie gets a hold, I just don't.
But that's
really...
if Gracie can get a hold.
Yeah, that's true. I just think like.
But if he can get a hold of chemo,
I just think there's a certain point
Bruce Lee's
where
a lot
like
smaller.
you know you can kick like a motherfucker and all that. You can be Bruce Lee, but like once someone gets a hold of you,
that's
like
that's
that,
nullified.
It's sort of it does sort of cancel that shit out.
It does.
And I fucking love Bruce Lee
Because you need
but,
the
like,
range.
If one of those just got you, man, like I don't know what.
If you're on
gonna
your
do,
back,
man.
you're not kicking anyone.
I don't know. Yeah. It's hard to kick with no legs.
You can up kick, but if the cunt's laying on you, it's going straight past him, man.
Yeah. How do you think fucking a dude like Mike Tyson does something like that?
Wow, man, that would be fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's the same rule applies.
Yeah.
I think he would do good until he got to the ground.
Yeah. But that even more so than Bruce Lee to me is like, can you get that guy to the ground?
And also, I'm not how good.
I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah.
Chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Like that, he was a big dude and he really hard to get to the ground. I picture Mike Tyson being harder.
I don't know because chemo was a wrestler.
Okay, yeah. Well, he does have
He had
strong
wrestling
legs.
back-
Like he's
back-
fucking.
Yeah.
He holds himself up.
Yeah.
Well.
So I think that was on his side, man. But whereas like Mike Tyson, I don't know how good Mike Tyson could take a leg kick.
Yes, that's true.
I just don't know. I don't know any boxer
Yeah.
who is really prepared for that, because that's like years of conditioning, man.
Yeah, that's a real good point.
You know, that bone fucking has
yeah.
to fragment.
Oh, dude, yeah. Do you walk into a fucking cupboard, you get a dead leg, bro.
Bro,
You know, like,
and you see
walk
like
to the side of the table, you're limping.
like you see people like what was his name? He was one of my favorite of all time. Shogun Rua. He come from Pride and then come over to UFC, and he would break cunts' legs, man.
Yeah.
With leg kicks.
Yeah, fuck.
Like, and he's not like, it's not like kicking your leg and he's kicking people's legs who take fucking
Fighters'
leg
legs,
kicks
yeah.
for 15 years, and he break their legs with his leg kicks, man.
That's nuts.
So I don't know how good
That's
if you're like Mike Tyson's age, I don't think you can eat a leg kick.
Yeah,
But if you
you're
take
up
Mike
against-
Tyson in his prime, I think the dude's such a fucking primal animal that I think he would be one of them cunts that he might not take it well, but I think he's got the mentality to bite down on the mouthpiece and channel the fucking, just turn it off.
That's what,
Become friends with the pain.
Yeah, that's,
You know,
that's what I'm
like,
thinking.
be
And,
comfortable.
Because the only thing I'm thinking is, like, you've seen, like, the power, obviously, and the speed that dude could move with.
Yeah.
Even, like, up real close. Because one thing the Gracies do really well is getting close so that your punches have no fucking effect.
No range and...
I still picture a Mike Tyson punch like
Being pretty powerful.
Being pretty powerful. And a dude like let's take Royce Gracie, like you said, he's 6'1", but he's not extremely built. Fuck, I reckon a few of those Mike Tyson punches, even from
I don't know how many he can
chest
handle.
difference, like it's just the point of like once you get him to the ground, I reckon you could maybe get him to wear his energy out after a while. It'd be like holding a fucking gorilla though, in the way that he'd be going crazy, like you're saying, like it'd be like a fucking ball on the
And he's a
ground,
really
fucking
good dirty boxer too.
Yeah.
So
And
them
there's no
little
rules in
uppercuts
that
and
shit. So fucking,
bro,
you can be getting
he was biting motherfuckers' ears off with rules. So good luck, man.
Yeah, I just picture like the second anyone even tries to grab him, get close, he's just like fucking, I don't know.
I guess the only devil's advocate fucking
It'd just be so cool to watch.
argument you could make is Kimbo. You know
Yeah,
Kimbo?
yes.
He sucked in the UFC.
So he got fucked up.
By average dudes, man.
Yeah.
Not even like people at the height of not even the top end, the top.
Yeah.
echelon
I
of the
know what you're saying.
UFC. He got owned, man.
The only devil's advocate I'll play to the devil's advocate is
He was a lot older.
and
By the time he hit it.
I reckon he was fighting dudes that like had been training extremely, like their whole life.
Yeah, in MMA.
Yeah, and where
He's coming out from boxing,
on
basically.
the street, like just
Fisticuffs.
street fucking.
No
people
kicking.
up.
He only ever punched.
Yeah. But one thing that was always impressive about that guy is how he was so big but could duck under people's punches,
Yes.
man. That always fucking. I was
Yeah.
always like, whoa, dude. Like,
I
how the
always
fuck,
had a soft spot for him.
How you duck under a big. What? Look, you're ducking under a punch of a guy.
Because
who's
he was
fucking-
actually such a really humble dude, man.
Yeah.
You watch all his interviews, he's so fucking likable and humble, man.
Yeah, nice.
Just such a cool, down to earth dude.
But just
With
that-
with that name and that status and
Yeah.
just being so like,
Yeah.
it's cool, man, but
Yeah.
I'm just a dude.
Kimbo Slice is someone who's known for making their opponents bloody. That was one of the quotes. But the way you could duck under people's punches and then come up and punch from like that duck, whatever you call that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, he was just like, man, that looks
The old
awesome.
stick and move shit,
Yeah,
man.
stick and move.
Fucking
Crazy dog.
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Kimbo, like, I wish it would have been cool to, if he could have gotten in there at a younger age. Because he was
Yeah.
like, had a lot of injuries by the time he got there and he's older and all that shit. But yeah, the Mike Tyson one's interesting, man. I'd love to fucking go back, time portal, and just put that dude back in there and say, fucking, just go out there and punch some cunts, man.
Yeah,
Let's see what
dude.
happens.
Just go, let him have it.
Just channel that
Let's
fucking,
find out.
that primal instinct.
Yeah, but hey, Mike, yeah? Like they said they're all better than you.
Spinal.
Everyone out there said you suck, man. I don't know. They said they're taking it personally.
I got Rafe Grothy.
Let's do this.
And spinaled him.
But yeah, I would like fuck, it'd just be interesting. I reckon he'd fuck up so many of them. Who do you reckon would do the best? Like, let's just say take the first UFC. Who does the best against him?
Fuck. I don't know. Maybe
Tough.
Maybe Ken Shamrock because he's got the physicality as well.
Yeah, and
Because
that
he's
guy-
a specimen, dude.
He is. He really
Definitely on the roids and peptides.
Even
but
when he finishes, like the guys interview him, and he's like, "There's a few Hollywood producers here, and they said they fucking want you for some movies."
bro,
Like,
he is a specimen.
Yeah.
So
And
is
he's
his
like-
brother, man, Frank.
and he's like, "Oh, I like fighting. I like fighting."
That's a good impression, man. That's a sick impression.
I got my Ken down, dude.
Because that is a
But
physical
he's a fucking Ken doll,
specimen,
that
man.
motherfucker.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And he's got a mixture of martial arts. He's a shoot fighter, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
So that's what have you ever heard of Baz Rutten?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Sorry, now I have to break your legs.
Yeah.
That's him.
I've only heard of him from.
So
you,
they
I think.
like wear these you have to look at it. I can't even really explain it. It's in a square ring and there's no open fist punching. It's just palms.
Okay.
But you're allowed to elbow as well, I think, and you're allowed to kick, but they've got boots on.
Yeah.
And it was like an Asian type thing. It was really big in Japan or China, I don't know which one. But that's where Baz Rutten comes from. He reigns supreme. And Ken Shamrock. That's where Ken Shamrock comes from.
Yeah, all right.
And so that's where that shoot fight comes from. Doesn't fucking compare to fucking jiu-jitsu though, does it?
No, it doesn't.
But yeah, I think maybe Ken Shamrock out of that first UFC one, I think maybe he would be the one to give Mike Tyson a go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you think?
No, I agree. I reckon that's a pretty good. Choice, and because he seems like he knows a mixture of stuff. Like even when he was on the
Mixture.
ground, he could wrestle a bit too. So if it goes down, he seems like he can handle himself against like the
Yeah, because there's a
strength
lot of
Mike
wrestling in the
Tyson.
shoot.
Yeah. So I reckon, yeah, he's a good choice because like Hoyce, I reckon if he can get past the initial stage, I just don't know if he can.
I just don't know.
Because that's the one thing I was thinking when I watch him. I'm like, man, he gets up and he grabs him. It's just I don't know if that would do. Because a lot of times he goes low, grabs like the legs, and I just think, fuck, man. Mike could probably throw 30 fucking punches in that time.
How cool is it, man, that his gi is a weapon?
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
He chokes him with his gi. How sick is that? Because he uses that bit that folds over and he gets it across there, and then you can see him. He's holding his gi, and pulling it.
Yeah, that's
and it's fucking
wild.
choking.
Because in my head, before a fight starts, I would have thought it would have been worse to wear a gi.
So
like
same.
someone could
Something to
handle
grab
you
onto.
more.
Yeah.
Like they can now grab onto you.
But maybe that's the point as well. Like it's enticing you to grab it.
And
I want you to grab it.
Yeah, and one dude was saying creates way more grip, like
Yep,
friction.
yes.
So like it just holds you fucking on there. They can't like slip around, sweaty.
The
and
sweaty,
shit. Like,
yep.
yeah. It's just you're stuck like Velcro now.
Because I think that's what.
And it'll probably heat you up too. You get
Bro,
like real hot under
yeah.
that shit, man. You'd be getting it sucks.
Because I know his gi was coming off with the chemo one, and then he was getting a bit slippery.
Yeah,
I know that's what was fucking him up. The slipperiness of it.
Hey, you slipping? You slipping, man?
You slipping, dog.
You slipping, dog. But yeah, Mike against Hoist. I reckon he'd just be like, what's this grabbing shit? What you grabbing? I punched motherfuckers, man.
Ain't no homosexual,
Hey,
man.
stop grabbing me. What's this grabbing shit, man? You're a real piece of shit. I knock motherfuckers out. Let's do this. Are we fighting? We're not hugging. We're fighting. We're fighting. You done? Spinal. My back is broken. I broke my back.
I eat your children. My defenses are impenetrable.
He's got such funny fucking quotes, man. Like this one.
My style is impeccable.
It's impeccable, man. It's impeccable.
Impenetrable.
You're a real piece of shit. You know that? You're a real piece of shit. Now you're a dickhead. The interview's over. Like when he says fucking, he's like, when your guys show me love, I hate you. He's like, 'cause I don't like myself. It's like a weird complex I got. I hate you.
Hey man, I don't endorse this at all, but Logan Paul has a podcast. I think it's called Impulsive.
Yeah.
And fucking Mike Tyson goes on there.
Okay, yeah. I think I've seen a clip or two.
And he's eating mushrooms. Okay. He has mushrooms on there.
Because he does that on his own podcast.
Yeah.
A bit too.
But the funny thing is, you know, like Mike Tyson's a little hard to understand sometimes. Half the pot, about at least the first 20 minutes, half an hour, and you can tell they're like trying to tell him like spit it out, man. He's like, but they're too scared because you can hardly understand him, man, because he's got the mushrooms in his mouth and he's saying how dry it makes my mouth, you know. And
No
they're like, you can
saliva.
tell they can't, but no saliva.
No saliva.
you can tell they can't really understand him, and but they're all too terrified, and then but then like you can tell the mushrooms kick in, man. And like they ask him some questions, and the way he did fucking with no, you know how like trips can make you emotionless. Like you remember going into a shop, tripping off your head, and you're like, a pack of Escort red,
Pack of 'em.
blue, and like but you got no.
You're like, what the fuck?
Fuck,
You a
dude,
robot,
this
dude?
fucking. That's how he's like talking to him, but he's got like the Mike Tyson head, man, and you can tell like these cunts like fuck.
Fuck, let's wrap up
Is this
here.
motherfucker? Yes,
Yeah,
hey,
let's wrap
Freddie,
up.
cut, Freddie,
cut. And that is good. I've seen one episode of their thing when they had Tim Dillon on, just because that guy's funny as shit. And he just makes fun of everyone on the fucking podcast anyway. But yeah, dude, there's this, speaking of like modern dudes, have you heard of fucking, I can't remember what the style of fighting is called. No, I'm not even going to try fucking pronounce it. But there's this dude on Instagram that people should go follow. His name's King Leduc or something like that. Is that how you would pronounce it? That's how most of us pronounce it in Adelaide.
Yeah, that's how I say it.
And he's this dude who like specializes in this certain type of fighting, right? Where like a lot of it is just fucking like headbutting.
Okay.
Like, it is some of the most brutal shit I've ever seen, but like this guy gets people like from around the world to like sort of challenge him. Like Muay Thai guys will be like, nah, I'm going to come fucking kick the shit out of you. And they will just have these brutal fights where like heaps of his style is like throwing elbows and like headbutts, man.
he's really tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not sure if it's a guy, you can flick through his thing and it might like.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Is he on YouTube or something? Because I'm going to fucking start looking this guy
He's
up.
this is really big in Thailand, man.
I can't remember what the style
It's
is
not
called.
it's not Muay Thai, but there's a lot of similar fucking.
a lot of similar.
He reigns
similarities.
supreme, but I think one thing he's got on his side is he towers over his
Dude,
opponents.
he is a tall guy.
He's way taller than just about anyone I've seen him fight.
Yeah.
He's even got an interview on Joe Rogan.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan was asking him, why won't you should come to UFC, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to spruik UFC to him hard, man. And he's
Yeah.
like, fuck, I'm a champion.
He's like,
at
no,
this."
dude. He's like, I bare knuckle.
Apparently, he
fucking fight.
hadn't even been doing it for that long.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's pretty wild. That is pretty wild. Cause
I know
like,
exactly who the fuck you're talking about. I've watched heaps of his shit,
yeah,
man.
everyone should go check this guy
Brutal,
out.
yeah, headbutt and fucking and
like he just fucking
that's him, man.
absolutely takes people out.
And you're allowed to do like the what do they call it? The illegal elbows. You're allowed to do like the 12 to 6, 12 to 6 o'clock
You can
elbows.
and the spinning
Because I've seen it. Have you
elbows-
seen the one where he just jumps with them 12 to 6 elbows?
I'm not sure.
He jumps and knocks this cunt out. Because he's way taller anyway,
Yeah,
so he didn't
yeah.
even have to jump, but he's jumped. It's give it so much more momentum coming down,
Yeah,
and he
fuck,
just drops
man.
his fucking elbow on
Dude.
top of this dude's head.
Yeah, that's wild.
You almost like see his eyes fucking. You expect his eyes to fucking
Like
just come
fucking-
flying out
yeah,
his fucking
Looney
skull.
Tunes or some shit, man. Yeah. Oh,
What is that style called?
I'm not too sure, man. I can't remember. Is
Write his name in and then write like...
it might be whatever that word is.
Because I know it's something odd.
Does that sound correct? Whatever. Read that.
Yeah, that Leweth, yeah, Leweth, Lethway,
yeah.
Lethway, yeah, man.
I didn't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, it's
It's so similar.
Lethwei.
Yes, fucking sick, man.
Yeah, look that shit up.
I only just discovered it probably a couple years ago.
Dude, I only just Jake showed me it of all people.
Okay.
The fucking that pacifist, you know, like fucking. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, this guy headbutt people.
It's good
I
scenery,
was like, holy
man.
shit, dude. Yeah. But his headbutts are insane.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I've seen anyone headbutt, not with like the fucking front part of the headbutt you normally would.
Yeah.
With the center top of
Yeah.
the head. Like he'll turn his head and hit you with the fucking
Because I reckon that's the hardest bit of your fucking
the
head,
top
man.
part, like he has a fucking unicorn horn or some shit, man. But he fucking knocks people out with the top of his head, dude.
Right, crazy, eh?
Like immensely, the power he can put into it. But I think a lot of that is because he's so tall.
Yeah, dude, I'd like to
So,
know
like-
how he would do.
Because you can't headbutt someone taller than you a lot of the time.
Nah.
This guy, he'll verse
Or
like...
you could jump up with that bit, I guess.
Yeah, but this guy will verse
Not
a
precision.
little like Thai dude who goes up to his shoulders.
He's punching him with his
And
head.
he can like crouch down and then just fucking push straight into it, and his head's at the perfect height to clean this dude up, you know, like. But if the other guy was to bend and try to do that, he's going to hit him in the chest with his fucking head. you
Yeah.
know? Like, it's not going to do anything. But yeah, look that dude up, because that you just see some fucking wicked spinning elbows and
Oh,
knockouts.
it's fucking awesome. I love it, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking wicked style, dude.
That's Dave
and it's
Leduc.
fucking brutal.
King Leduc on.
I
fucking-
don't think there's one fight
LEDUC.
where someone doesn't get cut pretty bad,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
There's-
Because I don't think they use the gloves and shit, eh? It's just
I'm
like.
not sure. That's wraps.
Yeah.
Isn't it wraps? It's almost bare knuckle.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's very close to bare knuckle.
Yeah.
And like, what's the point of fucking putting gloves on your hands when you're mostly throwing elbows and headbutts anyway? Like, are we putting pads on our fucking foreheads and our elbows?
This motherfucker makes...
But do you know how fucking deadly elbows are, dude?
Oh, man.
Like a lot of the time more deadly than a punch.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Like, the elbows are so fucking devastating.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Like, you just watch whole bodies drop like fucking Family Guy when they get hit with elbows, dude. Just
You know who's one of the best elbows I've ever seen and is like so consistent with it and would just destroy cunts? Was John Jones, man.
Yeah.
You go back and watch his old fights and his elbows, man,
Yeah.
they're fucking sickening.
Fuck,
it makes you feel sick.
Yeah, sick, dude.
Like, to get hit with that.
Yeah, would fucking yeah, fuck that.
You watch the people he's
It'd like-
elbowing.
it'd like-
You
be
watch
like-
them take one elbow and you just watch their face change.
Yeah.
It's like fucking holy shit,
Yeah.
dude. I
It's
can't-
like getting hit by the concrete.
bro.
It's like just such a fucking devastating.
And I think it's one you could fuck up really easy because I've done some elbows before that
Yep.
haven't landed great and fucked my elbow up.
Oh yeah, yes, I do believe that.
And
big
man,
time.
I reckon I remember I fucked my elbow up one time. Lukey boy was with me. I fucked my elbow up so bad, man, that it was fucked for, I reckon,
shattered
at
it.
least a year and a half.
Yeah, fuck.
I had this little bit of bone floating around in there, and it just would never heal.
Yeah.
And it was it was swollen for about a year, and it looked so weird.
Yeah.
And it was all swollen for about a year and a half. It just took forever to fucking heal, man.
Solid reminder.
So I know, like, elbows are sick if you know how to
If you
throw
know
them.
how to do 'em.
But if you
Yeah.
just are on the
Yeah.
slightest wrong angle, man, it
Yeah.
fucking hurts you just
gotta-
as much,
You
man.
gotta hurt your elbow.
You're gonna fuck your elbow up.
You need
dude.
that thing to bend your arm with.
Hey, fucking, I gotta fucking.
Yeah. We hit it, dude.
Fuck, man. But that's a good one to fucking.
That's a good one, man.
Edwin, don't die elbow, bruh.
Hey, don't be elbow motherfuckers. You're gonna hurt it.
And Jake Paul. Fuck, bro.
Hey, you want to fight? No.
I'll fight you, man.
Dude, you'd fuck him up. I'd love to see
No,
that.
I just for the money.
Yeah.
I'll take a dive. I don't give a fuck, man. You can fucking make me look. Stick a finger in my rectum.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Get one in. Though. You gotta get one.
Yeah,
Get a good one.
yeah.
Get an elbow and then.
You know, reminds me of, imagine if like you got this opportunity, right, and then you did like a fucking a Brad Pitt snatch. You accidentally knocked the cunt out.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck. You got everyone after you.
Whoops! I didn't know this cunt had such a fucking polystyrene jaw.
Jaw. Yeah. My elbow got him, man. Fucking got him, dude. What's this grappling shit? So, cheers for listening, guys. We appreciate it.
Sweaty.
Great, get off me. We're not hugging. We're fighting.
Peace.
I knock people out.
Let us know in the comments. I want to know who was your favorite fighter from the old school, and and who do you think Mike Tyson would have or who would have done the best against Mike Tyson? And we'll say out of the first 3 UFCs up to UFC 3. And what do you like better, UFC or Pride?
Yeah. Leave those comments, bro. We want to see them.
Yeah. Bang bang.
Bang bang.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.